All right. Well, hi, everybody. This is Foley Vision Center and our monthly webinar. And this month, it's all going to be about skincare and, prepping everything, making sure that we're ready for the summer. And all of us are going to learn so much. So make sure you have a paper and pen to write things down because Miss Gabby here, our advanced laser esthetician, is going to be educating all of us about what to do. So take it away, Gabby.
All right. Hello. So, yes, I have a whole bunch of things because when we go into summer, it looks a lot different than what we do in the winter as far as skincare goes. So we are going to be taking a look at what we should be prioritizing in our skincare, things that we should maybe avoid unless you're like me. I don't know if you can tell, I have not had any sun yet this winter. So there are things you can still keep in if you are like a cave person. But we'll go over things to prioritize, some tips and tricks coming into the summer that say you're more prone to dry skin or anything like that. I have some new tricks I found out, some oldies that I'm like, I have not shared these yet. Let me go ahead and spread the word. But so when we look at summer, we are thinking of protecting our skin from the sun, free radical damage, and avoiding those photosensitizing topicals. So photosensitizing topicals include your retinols, so tretinoin, retin-A, retinol, retinals, any kind of vitamin A derivative. Normally you would use those at night. They are a chemical exfoliant, and it's not the end of the world if you're really good about sun protection, hats, staying out of, keeping your face out of the sun, all of that. But it does make you a lot more able to burn. So it's one of those things where if you're nervous about it, I would just take it out of your skincare this time of year. Another one would be hydroquinone, which is meant for dark spots, pigmentation. Another one of those where you want to take breaks from that one anyways. So might as well take a break for it for summer because it will make you more sensitive to the sun. And this is also goes for our stronger chemical exfoliants, such as those stronger glycolic acid masks and things like that, where again, if you use caution, then sure, you can use it. If not, it might just be something you want to avoid. So your best friends during the summer months are going to be antioxidants. We have 3 different ones available. As far as the face goes, we have a vitamin C serum, which is our Citrus Serenity. Vitamin C is awesome because not only is it brightening, but basically how antioxidants work is it fights that free radical damage. So when we think of, environmental damage, we think of UV, which is, sunburns, sun aging, things like that, things that your sunscreen helps you with. And we think of free radicals, which you can think of pollution and all the other outdoor things that could be irritating your skin. Antioxidants help with that. Vitamin C is a very, probably the most popular as far as antioxidants go. It's brightening. So that's the big one. It's going to make you glowy. This is something that you would use in the morning. And it's one of those things where if your skin likes vitamin C, your skin's going to love this. For me, I'm a sensitive lady. I prefer Calm, Cool, and Corrected. It's just a bit more sensitive friendly. So it's depending on where you are. If your skin can handle anything, I would do this one because I think it is a more potent antioxidant. If you're a more sensitive lady, Calm, Cool, and Corrected, you're still having those antioxidants. With this one, it uses polyphenols and vitamin E and botanicals as its form instead of the vitamin C. So you're still having that free radical protection. Other examples of antioxidants include azelaic acid, surprisingly. That one's a chemical exfoliant. It is also an antioxidant. It is not photosensitizing, so that is something that could be added in. CoQ10, which is another potent antioxidant. That's the one that we have in our antioxidant eye serum, Bright Eyes. This one's also moisturizing, so it's pretty good for year-round, morning and night. Ferulic acid, niacinamide, which is also brightening and sensitive skin friendly. So if you want the brightening effects of vitamin C without the potential irritants if you are sensitive, niacinamide is something that you can incorporate in, which that's in our moisturizers, that's in pretty much all of our products have niacinamide, even the sunscreens. So that can get you that brightening effect with the Calm, Cool, and Corrected. Resveratrol, it's a grape derivative. That's an antioxidant. That one's really acne friendly. There's a whole bunch. As far as the face goes, one of these two. There's going to be something for everyone here. After
Yeah,
antioxidants, yes, ma'am.
before, sorry to interrupt, I just want to make sure, when should that be applied?
So this would be your serum. So after you cleanse, before you moisturize. And say if you were then doing a moisturizing serum, you can either do it where you do a antioxidant in the morning and then your moisturizing serum at night, and you would still do it after cleansing before moisturizer. Or if you wanted to layer serums, I would do antioxidant first, then moisturizer or moisturizing serum. So yeah, cleanse. If you use OcuSoft or your Lid Hygiene's Hypochlor Shield, I like to use those after cleansing. And then you go in with your serums. All right, next biggest thing when it comes to summer skincare is moisture. So Revive, of course, is my favorite moisturizer. It does have niacinamide, so it also gets you that antioxidant, brightening, all that good stuff. And it's good for all skin types. So I am combination skin. I will get that T-zone oil, like if you can see my shiny face. But then I'll have like the dry patches around my chin. This kind of helps regulate things. What helps even more is our Dew Restore, which is a hyaluronic acid. That is good for all skin types and it's going to help kind of regulate oil. So if you're on the really oily side, it's going to moisturize you enough where your body says like, okay, I can stop making as much oil. If you're on the dry skin side, then it will give you enough moisture to also kind of just get you into that equilibrium. Moisture is so big when it comes to summer because that humidity can affect the skin, and we just want to make sure we're keeping everything nice and happy and also locking in those antioxidants. When we look at order of applying skincare, it goes cleanse. If you have an eye serum, you would do eye serum, then face serum, moisturize, sunscreen. So moisture is a big one. That would be our hyaluronic acid, and which is Dew Restore and Revive. And then of course, sunscreen, which I know you guys have heard me talk about these before, but I'll go into it again. We have Sunkissed, which is our tinted mineral only sunscreen. This one is kind of like a BB cream where it's going to give some blurring, but it's not going to be like a complete foundation or anything, but it is going to even out skin tone. We have Glisten, which is a chemical mineral blend. It does go on clear, so if you hate having tint, then this would be the one you would want, but it still gives you that mineral protection that the Sunkissed gives. And then lastly, we have our Sunkissed powder, which is a translucent powder. It's not going to give any pigment, so even if you don't like wearing color on your face, it's just really great for touching up your sunscreen. Whether that's, you just don't feel like touching your face and putting on any product and you just want to do a touch up with powder, or if you are a makeup wearer, it can help set your skin throughout the day and then you are still reapplying without messing up your makeup base. This one's a good one just to throw in your purse and have it ready to go. I think as far as talking about those, I think that's everything, unless anyone has any questions before I move on to my kind of random miscellaneous summer tips and tricks. Alrighty. So one of the favorite things I've been doing recently, it's $9 at Natural Grocers. It's $8.99. And I know this because I have recently bought a new bottle because I finally finished my bottle that was about 3 or 4 years old. It's vegetable glycerin. I get the Now brand because it's organic and it's all it is just pure 100% vegetable glycerin. Glycerin is a base in a lot of moisturizers. And basically how you would use this is for your body, you're in the shower, turn off the water, you still have like soaking wet skin. You apply about a quarter size amount of this to the entire body, and then you moisturize right after that with a regular lotion. If it feels sticky, you've used too much. Otherwise though, this stuff is awesome and it will last forever. I gave some to a family member and it filled up a whole travel container and it still only used that much. When I keep it in the shower, I have a little travel container and I just refill that because I would feel awful if I spilled this whole thing. But it is probably my favorite summer and winter hack for dry skin because I am a twice a day shower and I like hot water. So this saves me. Next, we have if you get a sunburn, which I hope you don't, but if you do, triple paste, diaper rash cream. The zinc in there actually helps heal the sunburn. You could use, if you had like Blue Lizard sunscreen, which is really high in zinc oxide as well, you could use that. It is literally the zinc in here is what helps heal a sunburn. So they have zinc oxide ointments on Amazon that are 40% zinc, and it has mineral oil and zinc, and that's it. So if you are super sensitive, that could be an option. I'm fairly sensitive skin, and triple paste has been fine. Zinc just helps to heal up that sunburn that I hope you don't get. But even I'm not perfect, and I burnt my arms a couple weeks ago, and that got rid of my sunburn overnight. Lastly, now is the time to do the foot masks that peel your feet. In about a week, if you were to do it tonight, in about a week, your feet will be shedding like a snake. I'm going to be using one tonight. It's a glycolic acid, super strong, so you don't want to touch your face with this. This is only for the tough feet. If anyone's curious, I'll take pictures. It's gross though. It's so at your own discretion if you want to see peely stuff, but your feet will literally peel, and then you'll have the softest feet after about a week and a half. And since we've been having this cold weather, now is the perfect time to do this prior to flip-flops. Otherwise, that's it. I'm trying to think of like anything else I do to prepare for summer, but that's about it.
Well, I can totally attest to Gabby's wonderful help on the zinc oxide because our youngest son came home from college and the last 2 weeks, and he decided to go ski at Mount Bachelor the very last day it was open and got fried because he didn't listen to his mama and do his sunscreen. So Gabby came to the rescue, coming up with that hack. I had never heard of that with the zinc oxide. And yes, he's now peeling, but it's wow, what a difference. And he thanks you very, very much, Gabby. I
I'm
wish
so
he could
glad.
come in for his IPL treatment, but that kind of screwed the pooch because,
He's
as you
grounded.
know, he's grounded. He
Alright.
has some acne, and wonderful Gabby's been taking care of him with IPL when he comes home during his breaks. But you can speak to that maybe a little bit for patients who are going to be doing IPL during the summer for their ocular surface disease. I think that would be a great little tip to talk about.
Yeah, it is one of those things. My rule of thumb is as long as you protect your face, technically I prefer that you protect your whole body from harmful UV rays. But technically, if you are wearing sunscreen, if you're wearing a hat, keeping the sun off your face, you're good to go with IPL. It's really just avoiding heat right afterwards. So no crazy workouts or like lake days the day of your IPL treatment because you want to keep your face nice and cool. Otherwise, the only thing I can see being a potential issue is if you're on a boat and you have that water reflecting the sun back up to your face. So even if you're wearing a hat, if you're by the water, you still want a whole bunch of sunscreen on your face. Otherwise, though, I get IPL treatments all the time, summer, winter. And I've never had an issue, knock on wood. But
Yay.
it's all about the prep. It does look like we have a couple questions.
Yeah.
So how should we use both OcuSoft Hypochlor and I think you mean the Bright Eyes serum, which would be the eye serum we're talking about. So you would do, if you're using OcuSoft and Hypochlor, I'm assuming, so to answer it, if you're using it morning and night, I like to cleanse my face and then do the OcuSoft just on my eyes. After I get out, I will pat the skin dry. I will do the Hypochlor and I'll wait for that to dry. So I won't wipe it or anything. I'll let it do its thing because Hypochlor by itself actually is really great for the skin. People will use that product after the gym to kind of freshen up. It's really good for bacteria and things like that. It kind of just freshens things up. So it's totally fine if you get that on your face. It's very acne friendly. So I would do all the kind of cleansers, which includes the lid hygiene prior to any skincare. And then eye serums have the smallest molecule. So you want to layer that first, then your other face serums, then lotion, sunscreen, so on. And then do you have a favorite sunscreen for the body? You're probably not gonna like my answer because it's Blue Lizard and you will look like a ghost with it on. So if you're going for the most protection, Blue Lizard, but it's not the most cosmetically elegant. So if you want something that applies a little bit smoother, I'm like, if I had to choose an over-the-counter brand, I would say Sunbum. And just don't do an aerosol. You want one where it's a lotion. You're gonna get better protection than an aerosol.
That was literally my next question, Gabby. And don't forget your sunglasses, guys. Sunglasses are important.
You've caught me. Yeah, I was just going to say that too. Good job. Good job. Yeah, we want to because, so much damage happens to not only your face, but your eyes. So I think this is great. And I love the whole Blue Lizard. I didn't know anything about Blue Lizard. So I've got that written down to buy some of that and get rid of some of my
It will
aerosol
give
ones.
crazy white cast.
That's okay, because I'm out there on my Saturdays walking with our walking ladies, and we're out there for 4 to 5 hours at a stretch. So
That's the
yeah,
one I use on my tattoos specifically because something about red ink is very sun sensitive. And I did not know that prior to getting red ink on my body. And
interesting.
so pure mineral sunscreen is a necessity, especially on tattoos. And I will, especially in the summertime, because I have a tattoo starting here, I'll have a line from my zinc sunscreen from protecting just the tattooed area. And so it looks a little silly, but she would look as good as the day that I got her.
Less fading, I imagine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you don't want to get back in there and put more ink that we don't know anything about. Yeah. Great.
We
That's awesome.
we do have a question about sample size, like products. I would love to do that, and that is something that we have been working with the manufacturer to try and figure out. Because I do think for travel, as well as just doing a smaller one where you don't have to commit to it and you can try it out and see how you like it and if it works for your skin. So it's definitely just the manufacturer, which we have talked about maybe getting little jars and things like that. So that is something that we want to work on as far as sample sizes or travel sizes.
All right. Gosh, I can't think of anything else. I think you answered a lot of my questions, Gabby. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful having her in the office because we can bug her every day. But we really appreciate this. I think this is timely because I know it's overcast and cloudy today, but let me tell you, I mean, we're all going to be outside and we want to enjoy it, but we want to be safe, right? Because the more we are out there in the elements, the more our skin gets damaged, and then the results of skin cancer and all of those things too. So we want to be very protective. So any future options for eco-friendly or refillable packaging for your products? Oh, that's another good question.
I know that's another.
Yeah.
We will beg the manufacturer as long as possible because I do prefer to be as zero waste as possible. Because I can't even get these products in bulk for like my back bar.
Yeah.
It is, so I would love to be able to, but that is kind of we get European skincare that's medical grade. So not only is getting it here, it's kind of just working with the manufacturer there where I would love to. And once it becomes an option, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a sterility issue too. So that's part of that also. We've got that, back in the day with soft contact lens solutions and things like that too. So we understand. I feel the same way and would love those samples too. All right. Well, I think it's time for prizes. I think you're up, Miss Stevie.
Okay, there's a baby in the
Antioxidants
office.
first.
Okay, so we're gonna draw for the antioxidants. Okay, so
There's
you
no
guys.
option for whoever wins, you get to choose one of the three.
Mhm. Okay, so the person who wins the choice of those is Dana. Dana. All right, so now we're gonna go to the choice of the sunscreen. All right. Da, 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 da. Joan. That's for Joan. Okay, I gotta mark these. People come running, I'm like, what? Okay, well, congratulations. And what we're gonna talk about next month? I'm at a loss right
I
now.
know, I'm drawing a blank too. It'll be a fun
You know,
surprise.
Somebody help me out.
I know,
Got it.
next month is July. Gosh, is this hard
OSD
to
awareness.
believe, guys? It is. It's OSD awareness, ocular surface disease awareness. So I
Right when
will
you
be
said
giving,
July.
Yep.
I'll be giving my lecture on ocular surface disease and all the updates and everything that's new that we have at our disposal. A lot of really cool stuff about 3 or 4 new products that have come out that we're going to educate everybody about. And we'll probably have some more giveaways and things. So look forward to that. And we all are excited that you came this month. And we know it takes time out of your day. We hope you find it valuable. And of course, go back up to our blog. You can watch some of the previous ones if you missed out. So until
Terry,
next
good
month.
question. It will be the second Tuesday of July since we are not going to do it before the holiday.
Yeah.
So it will be the second week of July, that Tuesday, the
Good night.
9th.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, guys. Until next month. Have a good one. Enjoy
Stay
the
safe,
sun.
everybody.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye.